let's go on an adventure. Bop, bop, shoot, bop, 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 yeah. Let's go on it together. I did it, let's go on an adventure. Bop, bop, shoot, bop, 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 yeah. Let's go on it forever. If you're feeling blue, nothing left to do, my love. And if you're feeling bored, I know you know the cure. You know the cure. Let's go on an adventure. Bop, bop, shoot, bop, 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 yeah. Let's go on it forever. I did it, let's go on an adventure. Bop, bop, shoot, bop, 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 yeah. Let's go on it together. I did it, let's go on an adventure.
All right, are y'all ready for the intro?
Y'all ready for this? Let it be, let it be.
Let it be, let it be. You're probably wondering why there's a ball sack behind me.
Oh my God. What is even happening around here?
My friends decided to teabag me for my birthday.
Well, you know what? If you're going to get something for your birthday, what better thing to get than a tea bag on your birthday? That's so nice. Was there cake too or just the bag?
I had a purple cow.
None of this makes sense. Nothing makes sense. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Musical Chairs of Massachusetts, where we pluck musicians out from the sky, strap them down to a chair that's armed with rollerblade wheels, and send them flying down a hill full speed while playing music.
Hey, I got a joke for you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Goes in dry, it comes out wet, comes out dripping, and it starts to sag. It's not what you think it is. It's a Tetley tea bag.
Oh! Ba-da-ting! There we go. Right there. Oh, yes, there it is. There it is, folks. That's hilarious. Wow.
We were not referring to it's my heart-shaped balloon. Okay.
Just so the audience knows, none of this is scripted. We have no organization or plan. We're just going with the flow.
There is no rhyme or reason behind this right now.
Yeah, the tea bags are
it's just like my birthday. Oh, the camera was on you the whole time. Here's my giant heart-shaped tea bag.
Yeah.
From all of my closest musician friends here, and just like my birthday, that's totally unplanned and unscripted this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Here we are.
And I feel that we have
being derailed real quick.
Being derailed. I feel like we have an opportunity for a montage, because I think after the show we might go out with our new friends here.
They're not new friends. They've been our friends for a while.
New old friends. We'll hit the open mics, the karaoke's. We're just gonna Rick house. Rick house.
Wreck havoc.
Roundhouse. I don't know.
Oh, I'm Chuck Norris. Now I'm gonna roundhouse your ass.
Yes. It's gonna be awesome.
Yes.
But before we get into it, yeah. So how's things? Well, besides your birthday, how's things going on with you, Nikki?
Things have been pretty great.
Yeah.
No complaints here. I mean,
right
now my mind is so focused on the fact that I look like I'm being teabagged. So.
Well, I mean, between that and the purple cow.
The purple cow cake. We'll have to put a picture up.
We should.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Oh, let me mention.
Where did you get that from? Yes.
Thank you. So I got that from a very wholesome name business.
It's actually quite fitting and appropriate.
It is actually.
It's
Slutty Muffins, which they are great. Actually, her name's Shannon, and she runs the bakery. And oh my God, guys, it's super moist.
It's moister than an oyster.
It's moister than an oyster. No, it was the best cake. Oh my god, it was the best cake. It was called Purple Cow.
Purple Cow, like the ice cream.
Yeah.
It had raspberries and stuff.
Yep. And that's,
Yeah, because, the giant lump under a coat and Chris wearing a purple shirt didn't allude to anything.
She'll never know.
Or the text message I got a week ago saying, if you were to eat a cake that wasn't for a birthday, what flavor would you pick? And proceeds to send me a list this freaking long of flavors.
I am shocked that you put the two together. Like, she'll never know. Like, oh my god. Well, it was fun.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. We had a little celebration. Our buddy Jake from State Farm.
Wearing khakis.
Oh my god, he hates that joke. Jukebox Jake. He came down and
showed up with pizza.
Pizza, yeah.
I walked over and he's just standing by the door holding his pizzas, and I'm like, "Is this a stripper gram? What's going on here?"
Yeah. She texts me. She's like, "Why is Jake here with pizza?" I'm like, "Maybe he's at the wrong door." I'm like, I don't know. Yeah.
And then we got a knock on the door about 20 minutes later with two other awesome friends, which, one happens to be a guest on our show today.
Yeah. And we had another one who has been a guest on the show that was totally unexpected.
Yeah.
If there was any secret to be kept, that was the one.
That was the one.
The one.
He blew up my Facebook and my Instagram today, made posts on his own page and tagged me, so he let literally the world know it was my birthday because he's kind of a celebrity globally now.
Yes.
And the whole time I'm sitting there going, oh my god, I got 2 shout outs on 2 different platforms and I don't deserve him as a friend. And then knock, 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 look who it is.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Great. That was a very well kept secret for sure.
Yes. Yeah. He's much better at it than I am.
You're terrible.
I am so bad. But that's okay.
Yeah.
And then, so we have just a fantastic guest for our show today.
We have just a fantastic episode.
Oh my god, it's
so many plot twists here, and
really?
It's you guys are in for a real treat for my birthday.
Oh,
we did not hold off on anything here.
Nope. I'll tell you what my favorite part was. The whole thing.
Yeah,
the whole thing was my favorite part.
Yeah, from the food, the company, the ball sack, the music,
ball
everything.
Sack, tea bag, Purple Cow, you name it. It was
balls
wild.
And cows, yes.
Balls and cows.
Is that the parody to Boats and Hoes?
Yeah, right? Yeah, sure. Oh man, yeah. So I'm telling you guys, you don't want to miss it. This is going to be such a great show. So why don't we get into it, Nikki? Why don't you introduce our guest for today?
Today we're joined by the multi-talented Amanda Meli, a playful performer, intimate songwriter, powerful vocalist, and community-driven leader based in Massachusetts. Amanda's journey is all about following her heart and soul, whether through mentoring, teaching, or her entrepreneurial work with Meli Entertainment, where she funds and directs everything from songwriting contests to 5K races and rock festivals. Currently working on her debut album of a trilogy, Amanda's written hundreds of songs for herself and others, exploring the art of music production along the way. With a flair for comedy and acting, she's also brought her voice to radio, does tribute work for iconic artists like Mariah Carey, Adele, and Dolly Parton, and performed in plays and musicals. She's a true believer in community, connection, creativity, and kindness. With a rich history of sharing stages with artists like G.E. Smith, Devin Lima of LFO, and a friend of the show, Seth Newton, Amanda's journey is only just beginning, with hopes to take her music worldwide. Stick around as we dive into her creative process, passions, and the heart behind her music. Welcome to the studio, Amanda.
Woo!
Hi.
Hey.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you for coming down and hanging out with us today.
It's Nikki's birthday.
It is Nikki's
It is
birthday.
my birthday.
We had
So
to
I
be here.
My
have this
birthday.
big heart balloon behind me.
I know.
Is it a heart?
It is.
Is that what it is?
I mean,
Wow.
that's
Wow.
up to interpretation. If
It
you're
could be a
watching
couple
the
things.
YouTube. I mean, yeah.
I like to think of it as a fat bottom girl sitting on the ceiling.
Or a ball sack.
Or,
Which
maybe.
makes Nikki the...
Yup.
Dick move. But no. Happy birthday, Nikki.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday. And Nikki.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Chris does it better.
Miss Nikki. Happy birthday. This is so cringy. Happy birthday, dear Nikki.
Darling Nikki.
Darling Nikki. Oh, she shut me down.
Sorry.
I deserve all of
Enough
that.
of that.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's only been a few minutes in, and it's already unhinged.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yes. Yeah, same here. Amanda, again, thank you for coming down. That was so awesome, guys. If you didn't see earlier from our live, we had a nice little celebration. We brought some friends. We had some snacks. It was fun, and of course a big giant ball sack balloon, and it was magical. Yeah, and so now we have Amanda's show. So we're gonna deep dive.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Amanda show.
The Amanda show. Oh yeah. Wrong Amanda, but close. It's fine.
Took it from me.
This is the original Amanda.
Bring in the dancing lobsters.
The dancing lobsters. Rock lobster. So Amanda, thank you for coming down. Yeah, really appreciate you. And let's dive in. So music has been a big part of your life for quite some time. Was that something that were you born with it, or was it Maybelline?
Oh God.
Yeah.
I went there.
Maybe it was Maybelline.
That's right.
How long have you been doing the music?
Yeah, how long? How long have you been doing
Okay. Publicly, maybe it's like 10 years, 9 years.
Oh,
maybe.
wow.
But secretly, obviously, since I was like 6.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So secretly, very privately, very scared, very shy.
Right.
And then I didn't come out until as a musician until 9 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
I
Okay.
think. Yeah.
Wow, that's shocking because I see you perform out there and I'm like, oh, she's been doing this for decades. She's a veteran.
People think that.
Yeah.
People that I work with assumed that, and then I would mess up hardcore, and I'm like, dude, and I'm like, this is my first time. They're like, wait, what? And I was like, this is my first time.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. No, it's
Yeah.
it's amazing. It's now has music been incorporated in your family at all, or is
Yeah. So my mom would, dance to Madonna, Gloria Estefan, and she'd listen to Dolly and Shania. So I kind of had her in the
Oh,
kitchen.
yeah.
She'd be cleaning, doing her thing, and it was a cleaning party. Where
Yeah,
half
right.
of the cleaning got done. And then my dad would come home from work and he would sing. So he would be doing Chris Cornell and Alice in
Nice.
Chains, Lane
Oh.
Staley. Yeah. And even Steve Perry or Otis Redding.
your
He'd
dad?
sing.
Your dad and I would get along really well.
Mhm.
Love
And so,
love that.
Yeah, so I grew up listening to that, and so I don't know, I sang, I mimicked my dad, but
Yeah.
secretly, because I thought he was so cool for singing, and then my mom would be dancing, so we'd dance
Oh,
and kind of open up to it, and
That's awesome.
that's awesome.
yeah.
So I know I mentioned that you do tribute artists.
Sorry. I was holding.
How dare you be
I
human?
ruined everything.
He's human, guys. He's not a robot.
Nope.
I told
cut
you.
that. Look, we
I
cut
win the
that,
bet.
bros.
I win
Yeah.
the bet.
Yeah, I can transition that really well.
No, I'm just going to rephrase my question. So, like I mentioned in your intro, you do a lot of tribute artist work. Yeah, Adele, Dolly, Mariah. Do you have any other musical influences?
Oh, honestly, all of the musicians. Actually, Lane Staley was one of my. Alice in Chains, the rawness of the lyrics, and I would belt it out. I would be so upset or depressed or angry, and I would do Alice in Chains.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing better than Man in a Box and just yelling,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, I cover it
Yeah.
acoustically. Actually, I do Man in a Box. I mix it with I can't even think of it right now. Cage the Elephant. I do a mashup. It's really cool. Yeah. Ain't No Rest for the Wicked and Man in Boxes. It's a good.
Oh, that's a good
Yeah.
mashup.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So, I don't even remember what the question was. My influences. I got trailed off. I was in the song, and Amy Winehouse was a huge one when she came out. I was blown away by her gumption and rawness in that voice. And at the time I was going through a horrible breakup, and I was like, I cheated myself. Back to Black is my favorite karaoke song.
Oh yeah.
I do it in like underground places where nobody knows me, and I rip the shit out
I'm no
of it.
good is mine.
Right.
Yes.
We're going. We're gonna Amy Winehouse everyone to death.
Oh my God.
Let's do it.
Okay. Oh my God. So it's just, but it is. And so, Mariah Carey was a huge influence. My grandpa Tony got me every single album. I couldn't believe he did, but he did. And I would go to sleep to her, and then I would go to sleep to Jewel. And so,
Oh, nice.
Yep. So Jewel and Tom Petty would be the songwriting aspects.
Well,
I don't know.
I can see how that works because you definitely have a little bit of piece of those influences in the music that you do.
I hope so. Like that would be
Yeah.
like so incredible because they're both so substantial in what they write about and how they write it. It's, I don't know. For me, they do the song so much justice. It's not about them. It's about the song and the song kind of unfolding and being authentic. And if you can get the music to match the lyrics and to observe something so great, then I don't know. That's
Yeah.
I don't know, that's my
I mean, not
That's
only that,
great.
but like
yeah.
Jewel has lived a hell of a life. Like,
Oh my
I
God.
don't know if you ever heard that 3-hour long podcast.
That's
I
a
don't know if
story.
we're allowed to say the name of said podcast, but she was on one. It's 3 hours long, and like her life and what she's been through, and just her
Yep.
business smarts, and her songwriting and all that. Like, of course, it makes sense that she's one of your musical influences. I mean, look at you with your business sense and your songwriting and all that. And no, not to embarrass
whoa.
you, but like, seriously, you're killing it out there.
Okay. I don't think we look at ourselves. I think we're always not looking at ourselves. But I read her biography.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cried multiple times.
Yeah.
She just
You're both just amazing gems of human beings.
jewels or gems.
There you go.
I'm trying to do the word thing, you guys.
I
Yes.
see what you did there.
I see what did you do? It was nice and slow.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's very like there's a lot of correlation there, and I think too with music, it comes from a deep, raw, emotional space, and helps us really to be able to connect with others and on a whole spiritual level. So, I definitely when I see you out there performing and the music that you're playing, it really just floors everybody. Everybody kind of like I've seen bars that are usually so noisy with everybody talking, and then you come on, the whole place quiets, and then like they're fully invested.
Oh.
That's the goal. No,
do it.
We don't.
I am an
no, I know.
I'm an ugly crier. Don't do it.
I am too. So moving on, we'll move on to some questions here.
That was sweet.
No, it's all true.
That was really sweet.
All true. So now going back to your early journey of playing music, what was your first song that you ever learned? If you can.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. Two things.
Okay.
The first thing that I learned on guitar was a Jewel song. You Were Meant for Me.
Yeah.
And my grandpa Tony said, "Oh, you sound just like her." And I was like, I do.
Oh.
It was sweet. And but the first music I sang, it's a funny story because my mom had a best friend, Ellen.
Yep.
Hi, Ellen Pilcha. Okay, sorry. Anyway, she gave me like some kind of, I don't know, CD or cassette. I don't remember, but it was a Walkman that I had. I was like 6, and it was opera, and it was Christmas music. And so I put it on, and I was walking around my house, and I remember going like,
Yeah.
and I thought it was so pretty, and I was like, I can do it. And I was doing opera, and my mom's like, good job. And my dad's like, what the hell? Where did you get this? Because he's like listening to Alice in Chains, and he's like,
Yeah.
he didn't want me to get made fun of at school. And so he was just like, what are you doing? And so it was really funny. And he's like, he also didn't want to hear it. He's like, oh, because you're like,
Yeah.
and I just made him sound so bad, but he was really nice and like
Yeah.
funny, but he was like, he's Italian. So it's
Yeah,
like,
okay.
can I swear?
Yeah, of course.
He's like, what the fuck is this? And I'm like, hi, Dad. Sharon, what the fuck is this?
I mean, that makes so much
Yeah.
sense now because I
So.
mean, like, getting back to your Mariah, like her mom is a classically trained,
Yeah.
she is an opera singer.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I love opera. I got to see an opera for the first time a couple years ago, and it was a bucket list item. My mom and I had never gone. We both grew up poor.
Yeah.
And it was like an opera. Like, what? We can go to an opera? And I remember getting my taxes one year, and my mom got hers, and we're like, we're doing this.
Oh, nice.
We went to New York
That's so cool.
City. Yeah, like 4 years ago. And we saw our first opera. We bawled, we laughed. And it wasn't as classy as I thought. The guy did a motorboat to the woman. And I'm like, what is happening? He's like, and I was like, did he just motorboat her? He's like, and everybody's like,
This opera's rated R.
yeah. And then he lifted up his leg and pretended to pee on the girl.
Oh.
I'm not kidding. It was like Don Giovanni or something. It was so
yeah.
crazy.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, my image of opera is blown.
That's
It's
that
completely
reminds me
blown.
of Absinthe out in Vegas, where it's the raunchy burlesque.
Is that right?
Yeah,
I've never
they
heard
do
of
stuff
this.
like that there.
Yeah.
Is
This is the Met in New York City.
is that Andre Borcelli twerking?
I love him. So that's
Oh,
so
yeah.
So I love all music. I love all music. So
that's-
opera is one of them. And I would sing opera again in high school. My best friend at the time, Ryan, who Seth Newton went to school with, him and Ryan were huge inspirations to me because they were both leaders in the music community. And I was the shy person not telling them that I loved music and wanted to be a musician, but I admired them so much for going out and doing it. And I would just watch them and be like, oh my God, they're so cool. And Ryan made me sing Phantom of the Opera in the car with him over and over, and I loved it. And it, I could hit the notes, and he's like, you can hit them. I'm like, I know, I didn't know I could do that.
Yeah.
And so that's where the training came from. Just hanging out with my friend, sitting in the car, talking, and then busting out into Phantom of the Opera.
That's awesome.
That's really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing, how these influences that can have such a dramatic impact. And
Huge.
yeah, it's just. I'm telling you, whenever I like your dad, whenever Chris Cornell comes on the radio, I sing along. I don't keep up. I don't think, although I've gotten better, especially when it gets to those high notes. But
He's
yeah,
so good.
yeah.
My dad could hit them. So
really?
I admired him. Yeah. He was an incredible singer. He's not singing as much now. He's still alive.
Oh, okay.
I know. I was like, wait,
thank
you sound
God.
like I right. But yeah, no, he would hit them, and I was like, Dad's so cool. So when he wasn't home, I'd be in my mom was laid back.
Yeah.
When my dad was around, you had to be a little bit more orderly, but you could paintball the living room wall with him. But you had to be a little more. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Bang.
That's awesome. That's a
He was
cool
good.
dad.
He was a really cool dad.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the other side of him was like, oh, nope, etiquette, because he's Italian.
Right.
Don't
Right.
Yeah.
brush your hair. now.
Family, tradition,
Yeah.
values.
Yeah.
And then my mom was super fluffy, okay, they can get away with whatever. I'll look the other way. Don't tell your dad. So I would scream, we were up in my room and I'd be like, down in a hole. And the neighbors, I didn't know for years, but the neighbors were like, yeah, we could hear you the whole time. And I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, it got better.
We noticed
It got better. It sounded kind of like a dying cat. I was like, what? They're like, meow, 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 meow. And I was like, so yeah.
Well, I mean, it's like
Yeah.
it's like when when we had Jared on, and I was like, meow, 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 meow. I'm a cat in a box.
in a cat box.
Yes.
And then
Never heard this ever.
burying the shit. They get to yell shit.
In my face. Oh my God.
Yes.
I wrote a poem off of that song. It's oh my gosh, I don't remember what it is, but people really love the poem. It's it's about I don't remember anymore. It's the abused dog. It's about an abused dog.
Oh.
But it's a personification of people feeling like, oh my God, I'm so excited for this family. But this family is ignoring me because I was a novelty. And it's the saddest song. And it's like shoving your face in the shit like the man in the box.
Yeah, yeah.
So anyway, sorry, not to go so depressing,
Yeah,
but
no.
it
like-
makes people cry.
It's like when Snoopy tries to go into the library and he's like, no dogs allowed. Yeah. I was
It's
like,
just not nice.
it's not nice. Don't be mean to Snoopy.
No.
Um,
Don't be mean to anything or anybody.
no,
Be a
no.
good-
Unless they're
human.
trying to hurt you. Then
Yeah.
you can kick them. Like,
Yeah.
get away. Back off.
Right.
Just be a good human, damn
But
it.
just be good. Yeah.
Yeah, in the words of Brian Chafee, just be good.
Just be good.
It's not that hard.
It's not that hard.
It's not. It's not.
That's right. All right. Well, you know what? How about we dive into a song?
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just dive right on. I'm so mushy because of you guys now. I'm like,
Aw.
blub, blub, blub. Okay. This is a Gumption song. All right. This is a little bit fiery. So let me smack my face into it.
That's right.
All right. Yeah. So I started on drums. So I play my guitar weird, people say. So.
Oh.
All right. This would be off the album I'm working on. So. These games, I hurt myself on all these games. I burn myself in the flames. I hurt myself on all these games. I want a real, and I want to feel, and I want to feel a real feel in my heart. These games, I hurt myself on all these games. I burn myself all in those flames. I hurt myself on all those games. Cat and mouse, cat and catty touch my soul. I couldn't keep control. There it was, sweeping my soul. I couldn't handle it, and there it was, the sun in my heart, where nobody had ever been. There it was, the sun in my heart, where nobody had ever touched. And then the fear, oh, and the fear, oh, and the fear, and then the fear, oh, and the fear, oh, and the fear, all these games. I hurt myself on all these games. I burn myself on in that, and I'm in the flame, and I'm in the flame, and I'm in those flames, and I'm in those flames.
Wow.
Oh, thank you.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm all stirred up. Ah.
So at what age did you learn that you could hit superhuman notes?
The whistle notes.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Not that long ago.
You know.
Well, so in
Wow.
high school, I hit the note in a Phantom of the Opera with
Yeah.
Emmy Rossum because of my friend Ryan. And then, he's like, "Whoa, you could hit that note," and I'm like, "What do you mean? Why?" He's like,
Yeah.
"No, that's a hard note," and I'm like, "Oh, it is?" I was like, "That's great."
Right.
And so then he's like, "Do it again." I was like, "Okay." Do it again. I was like, "Okay." And then he would do the guy part. He's a good singer, and
You can just do it right on command.
Yeah.
and I just didn't know. And so years later, I finally come out to sing.
Sure.
And I'm singing songs and I'm writing finally, right? And I'm not scared. And I'm writing my own songs, which is only a short time ago, again, within the last 9 years. And I'm like, this song needs desperation and insanity, because that song is about the fight between fear and ego
Yeah.
and love. And I'm like, well, I want real love and I want to be vulnerable, but I'm scared. So I'm like, fuck. And I'm going back and forth. And I'm like, I need an insanity thing, and it needs to be opera. And so it needed to be that.
Oh, I
And
love
it
it.
really it's where you're being torn between the two and you're just being ripped apart. And that song, I have an upright bassist who also plays bow.
Oh yeah.
And then that specific song is recorded. That'll have Tony and Michael Suderon, Tony Valley and Michael Suderon, because they both play the bows, and it's a very insane classical kind of
That sounds awesome.
where they're doing it and my voice is doing it, and it's all just going insane.
Oh, wow.
And it's to convey insanity, to be, I want love so bad, but I'm fucking scared and I'm being ripped apart, and it's scary. It's absolutely
It is
scary because
scary.
you want it
Yeah.
so bad, but it's petrifying. what do you do with it? And I've got these habits and I have this conditioning from my past. And like, I'm used to being toxic with a toxic person. Like, how do you get over that?
Right.
And so it's that fighting yourself and saying, I've fucking enough. I want the love and the warmth, and I'm not going to be scared and hide anymore.
And what's incredible about that is that like you're writing a story from a very personal space, but a story that other people can relate to. You know?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Definitely.
Yeah. And that's the beauty of music is making those connections.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do the sound effects.
Gulp. Yeah. I didn't get sleep last night, so everybody knows I'm a bear dragon if I don't get sleep.
Oh,
so
yeah,
admittedly, I was grumpy as all hell. And luckily, I wasn't grumpy by the time I got to Seth, though he has seen me. He has seen me grumpy in the shop because every day of the week, and if I got woken up, I didn't get sleep, I was like a bear out of hibernation. I was like a dragon bear. So it's bear dragon. But I got the coffee today, and I'm like,
cool, Feifei. Yeah, it's I don't know how you're functioning. I would not function. There's been a few times where I just didn't sleep. And it's not a good show.
Sleep is my husband and my wife. Like sleep is like that's number one.
Yeah.
Nobody supersedes the sleep.
That's right.
That's my sanctuary.
Yeah. All right. So let's
I have
see.
a question.
Please, Nikki.
What is one of the craziest things you've ever encountered at a gig or a show before?
That I'd be willing to talk about.
There's a story there.
Oh my goodness, you're gonna make me think. The craziest that I've encountered. Oh God, it's usually me doing something.
I'm the crazy.
Should I say something? I was at a gig. I don't even remember how it transpired. You know, it is what it is. They had a paddle, and there
like
was
a ping pong paddle.
like I don't even know what kind
boat
of paddle.
paddle?
It was like a wooden paddle, and I don't know what it was for.
Oh.
And I don't know. I was at a gig. I was singing, and I know that the bar was trying to promote some kind of something, and I was like, I got you. And they're like, you do? I'm like, yeah. And I don't remember how we did it, but I ended up having a line of people to get paddled, and I did. I paddled each of those motherfuckers.
Oh my god, like Dazed and Confused?
Is
that right? Is that I don't know.
Like the movie Dazed and
I've
Confused?
seen it, but I don't remember the paddling.
Is this a frat house?
Is this a frat house? I'm trying to remember. It's been
The
a while
movie
since
Dazed
I
and
saw
Confused
it.
where the seniors make the paddles.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
They do the hazing.
Bang! I did. I did that, and so I was, and I had a line. I was like, "Oh my god!" What?
Wow.
One of them is in a local band, Ramshackles. I'm not gonna say which one of the guys.
Okay.
But I paddled the shit out of
People
them
paid to have a pretty girl.
with the shot or something that they were promoting.
Oh my god.
That could be a new business.
Because I was like, you and I knew the bartender, and she was like, "Oh yeah, we're trying to do this, but I don't know what." And I'm like, "Got you." She's like, well, I'm like, "Give me that." She's like, "What?" And I went on the microphone. And I was like, "By the way," and then I had a line. It was in Palmer.
Oh my god.
You wouldn't think there was that much activity, but that happened. So that's the first thing that came to my head. So
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Who wants to get paddled?
Who wants to get paddled?
Me, please, me first.
buy that and come line up.
Oh.
And so they did that, and then they did whatever they did, or whatever their
yeah.
promotion was. Yeah.
Oh my
Genius
god,
marketing.
that's funny.
Yeah. You just gotta have fun and let loose,
Yeah.
and I don't know. I'm a spaz, secretly a spaz.
Well,
Maybe not secretly. I don't know.
so we'll go on the flip side of that, because I imagine that this probably doesn't rank up there as your favorite experience. Do you have a favorite experience so far?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. Oddly enough, it was actually as Mariah Carey doing the tribute, and I was hired to sing at Macy's in the center of like the Holyoke Mall.
Wow.
And I had like a stage, but it gets better. So that was the coolest thing, right? And they gave me like a goodie bag with all these bougie like perfumes and like bougie, like I had a gift card, and I don't know, I had a dress. It was like a designer dress. And I'm like, what is this?
Right.
So, but I'm singing and I get to Hero, which was my 4th grade chorus song. And I'm singing it, and there's this girl in a wheelchair, and she's kind of got like I don't know what that's called. So forgive me, I don't know the disability. And she starts crying and singing it. And I'm like, oh my God. So I walk down, I come next to her, and she's like, oh, and she starts freaking out and crying more. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Because I'm singing somebody else's song. And I start bawling, and I couldn't even like completely finish the song. And her caretaker was like,
Oh,
and I'm like,
Oh,
what is this? Like, I literally just gave her a big hug. I let her sing the rest of the song with me. We did the whole rest of the song.
That's
Oh.
awesome.
And we had like a whole crowd, and she just,
that's beautiful.
the amount of
yeah.
excitement and tears, I don't think I've never experienced somebody that moved by me being able to gift the song.
Right.
And I just came down, and yeah, so that will stay with me. That actually happened maybe the second year I started singing, and I just, that would be the moment. And
Yeah, no, that's beautiful. It's amazing how, we do this for fun. We enjoy playing the music, but when you have moments like that happen, it just, wow, it makes it really worth it.
never forget it. Yeah,
Yeah.
completely blown away. And then I realized how much power music had, and it didn't have to be yours. It didn't have
Right.
to be. And there's a little to bring it up.
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
a little bit of conflict between like original artists and tribute artists.
Oh, yeah,
It's pretty
yeah.
funny. They give each other shit. I don't know if y'all are privy to this.
Oh, yeah.
But like this one, you're not real artists. Well, you're not, making money and rah, rah, rah. But it's not that. It's the tribute artists, at least that I work with. Yes, they make money too.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, I do Dolly and I do Coat of Many Colors and tears.
Yeah.
Absolute freaking tears. And I am connecting with everybody in that room. Not everybody, but most of them
Sure.
on that frequency. Like, are you kidding? And Mariah with Hero. Like, it's
Yeah.
not la 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 la. And it's a party too, and it's fun. But you're connecting with those people in like nostalgia and heart, and
Yeah.
it's absolutely it's irreplaceable. I don't know how to convey that they are absolute real musicians. They're singing, they're performing, they're putting their heart and soul into it. And,
Oh, of course.
And then you have the original artists that are over here, and they've got people singing their song back.
Yep.
And I've had when Twin Flame was my first song that I ever released, and I've had people sing it back to me, which is insane.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
cool.
It's insane. I have a video of it, and there's 3 over here and 1 over here, and I'm like, and I'm looking at, I was working with Tony that day, and I'm like,
Yeah.
and he's like, and I'm like, and he's like smiling. He's like, that's what happens. And I'm like,
Right.
oh my God.
You have fans.
What is, they
Yeah.
like my song and they freaking know my song. Like,
Yeah.
so yeah, it's
It's amazing.
It's a
moment.
surreal moment.
Yeah.
makes you feel like it's worth it.
Oh, yeah.
Not that you don't feel that. Sometimes I do. I'll definitely get down. I'll get negative. I'll get depressive.
Yeah.
And I'm like, am I being good? Am I doing good? Am I doing something worthwhile? And then you have a moment like that and you're like, holy crap. And that's why the people matter. Like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They do.
Mhm.
the people matter. I don't care what anybody says. You don't need anybody. No. Sorry. No. That connection and that community and being heard and valued and seen.
Yeah.
I've been on the opposite end of that. And I'll tell you, it's worth it. I don't. And
Yeah.
it's not, oh, your hair looks good. And I like the compliments, but it's like, no. When you put your heart and soul into something and somebody hears it and sees it, holy shit.
It's super fuel.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
It's super fuel.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God, they get it and
Yeah.
they like it and they value it. What the fuck is that?
Right.
I'm a biography reader, so I tell me your story. How
Right.
do you get this? How do you? And then they tell me, and I'm like, oh my God, yes, okay. So
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it is. It's really cool. I've been, well, we've been both fortunate enough to be out there at shows and just see participation from the whole audience,
Yeah.
and it's just a really cool, surreal moment. And just being as a bystander, I can't even imagine
Right.
being a musician and having that connection.
Having that recognition. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
I don't think I've processed it still. It's like one of those surreal things. It's like it happened, but did it?
Right.
Did it
Right.
happen?
I mean, even now, Chris and I are starting to get recognized at random bars or grocery stores. They're like, "Hey, you're that person from that podcast," and I'm like, "Yeah." It's weird because I
is
don't know.
weird.
I just don't feel like it's. I'm I'm a nobody, but yeah, it's weird that I'm getting recognized for that now because I don't think anything of it.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's huge. You're touching so many people and you're shining every single one of us. And it's insane.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't-
it really, for me, it's we're the ones that are just so honored to have this awesome community of musicians coming out here, and we feel like, I don't know about you, I'm pretty sure you feel the same way about Nikki, but like it's like, oh, we get like our own little private concert going on here.
Yeah, definitely.
And like
It's true.
and it's like, oh my God, this is awesome. But then we also get to then share it with the world, and and just let the people know how talented community of musicians that we have around here. So it's cool. It's cool, and it gives a chance the audience to learn more about the musician and hear their stories. And we want to be able to encourage the next generation like yourself to pick up a musical instrument, go out there and sing and perform, and break out of that shell that we all put ourselves into.
Yeah.
So it's amazing. I commend you with what you're doing. Like, oh.
I feel like Nikki feels. I'm like, I'm in my room just kind of like, like, I don't know. Right? You're like, I did some lists. I did some lists. You don't feel it.
No,
You're just like, I'm me.
Yeah.
I'm me. Like, what did I do? Oh, really? Everybody does that. Like, I'm like,
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Say maybe another song.
Oh yeah. Well.
Oh.
Yeah. I know time. You can't tell how time moves in this room.
yeah. All right.
It's like
Yeah?
jail or Vegas or whatever. You're in a casino. There's no clocks or windows.
What happens in the studio stays in the studio.
Oh, that's a fact.
And the rest of the world.
And the rest of the world.
Yes, another song. So, I'm gonna totally switch up the vibe. So, I love this song. So, hopefully you guys do too. I'm taking the day. I'm stepping out, putting everything else away. Da 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 da. Ooh. Don't care about the past. No worries for the future forecast. Da, da, da. It's a hazy, lazy day for me to put away. Well, the world's too crazy. No decisions, only maybes. Floating in the gray space, easy's finding my own peace. My own peace. Raw skin, plain face. In my one person hiding place. Shh. That's right. Staying in the same clothes. Who's gonna know? Yeah. I'm unwinding, minding my own aligning, shining, finding my own peace, my own peace. Well, on this hazy, lazy day for me to put away, I said the world's too crazy. No decisions, only maybes. I'm floating in the gray space, easy's finding my own peace, my own
beautiful.
Yeah.
I think instantly what came to mind was like such a Jack Johnson vibe with that.
I have so much respect for him.
Yeah.
What a peace vibe. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's like a huge compliment.
That's instantly what I thought of, just that laid back, easygoing, easy listening vibe. Yeah, totally Jack Johnson vibes all the way.
Heck yeah.
Oh, man.
Heck
Do you-
yeah.
And we'll be right back after these brief messages.
In 2025, be on the lookout for Derek D. Acoustic's upcoming album, Ashes to Acoustics, The Sonic Revival. Throughout the year, Derek will be releasing several singles, leading up to the full album release, which will include a few extra tunes just for you. Ashes to Acoustics features live acoustic covers performed at open mics at the Otter River Pub, recorded by Soundbites events and open mics. You'll find them on all streaming platforms, so make sure you follow Derek at Derek D. Acoustic to stay updated on these releases. Enjoy Ashes to Acoustics, the Sonic Revival in 2025 and beyond.
And now back to our show.
So do you have any advice that you would give any musicians just starting out?
Just starting out. Yeah.
AKA me.
Oh. Let me change my position and look at you. Yeah. You have to face your fears and dive in. Don't let fear is like an entity separate from you. Face it and say, fuck off.
I love that.
Okay. And do it. And just do it and do it again. And you have to always sit there and say, am I not doing this because I don't want to? Or am I not doing this because I'm scared? And if it's because you're scared, get your ass in and do it. And like, that's it.
Love it.
Love
Yeah,
that.
Just do it.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Well, you have certainly done that so far. I mean,
Yeah.
not only are you out there, just rocking it out on these venues. I mean, your work that you've done to lift up other musicians, the events that you organize, just really incredible. Like, and you can tell by the reaction from the crowds, from the participants, the other musicians. It's just really, really, really awesome that with what you're doing out there. It's
Okay.
yeah, 100%. So speaking of which, do you have a like a favorite project of yours that you've done? Like a favorite event that you've done? Have you had like a milestone yet?
Yeah, the rock festival.
Yeah.
The Hardwick Rocks Music Festival. Okay, so my first time ever performing, I'm pulling Seth into this because he's over here. I'm so excited right now. Okay.
Yeah.
So I had started out as an artist. This is a couple years, I'm singing. People think I've been doing this forever. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
right.
and I'm writing songs and they're kind of looking at me funny. And I'm like, what? They're like, how come you don't know how to? And I'm like, I don't know. I've never done it. They're like, oh. So then a lot of teaching happened and it was
Sure.
cool. But I had to tell everybody, I'm like, no, I really don't know what I'm doing. So like a couple years in, Seth throws a music festival, a music and arts festival. And he combines these artists, musicians, everything in one up at Hawks and Reeds in Greenfield. I think he was living up there. And he does this before he goes on tour.
Yeah.
And he invites me. I'm like, holy shit, what? And he's like, hey. And he was so supportive. He was like, wait, I think you said you're like, you got some gold there with some of those originals. And he's like, and I'm like, thank you. He's like, no, come on. So he has me come up. I get to be on stage. It's my first time showcasing originals. It's all originals.
Wow.
And yeah, I hadn't done any, and I don't play solo. Like I was petrified because I was never a guitarist. I was just a singer.
Okay.
I had to, this was tooth and nail. This was difficult.
Yeah.
And I only did this like 7 years ago. So we're there. But
Wow.
now I love it. Now I love it.
Yeah.
And so I'm up on stage. I'm playing my originals. People are cheering. They're hearing me. I'm feeling valued. I'm feeling seen. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
What is happening? Like I just, in other avenues of my life, I was not heard or seen. It wasn't my thing. So I wasn't being noticed. And I'm like, okay. And I was introverted anyway. So I was weird and awkward for a while. And I'm looking around the room and I'm seeing artists with musicians and they're all like heart and laughter and together and supporting each other.
That's cool.
All of it combined made sense. And it was the first time I saw something so prominently done like that. And Seth did it. He did it. And it was such community. I still have friends from that I'd never met. That he orchestrated. They were his friends. It was the huge inspiration. And so years later, I'm observing things. And first of all, I got some confidence from that, which is irreplaceable. When you go and you play stuff and you're like, wait, people liked it?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm not crap. Okay, this is awesome. Yeah, so for the Hardwick Rocks Music Festival, it was really crazy that it ended up in Seth's hometown.
Right.
Because there were a few venues we were looking at, and it was right. And it resonated. And I wanted it central to this area, like what you guys are doing, because this is our underrepresented, amazing, talented area. Mm-hmm. They need something. You guys are kicking ass. Oh. And so I'm like, Seth, hey. I'm like, would you consider like performing at like a rock festival? He's like, of course.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. And so he's like, if you need any help or any advice, I'm like, thank you so much. And so like he was there as support. I had a few other people, and we we did it.
Oh my God.
That's awesome.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You didn't just do it. I mean, no pun intended. You rocked it.
Oh,
like seriously.
Yeah. Oh God.
But seriously, it was incredible.
I'm still in awe. I'm still processing it. We had a few people. I had a person that actually fell ill, so I had more on my plate, and I was like, no, this is gonna happen. I don't care. I did not care what happened. I was gonna make it happen. The ball was rolling. I'm not letting anybody down. We have all these people, and I knew how much people were excited. You've got that hope. You've got that like, oh my God.
Oh yeah.
And I'm gonna be my first time on a festival stage. Certainly not Seth, but
yeah, right.
People were excited to see him play. People were excited but it was some of their first times on stages like that. And I'm not gonna let them down. So we get it all done, and we had a 2,100 to 2,400 people. There were 3 waves during the day. We couldn't completely nail it down to those last few hundred, but that was the number of the day.
Wow.
Insane. But the thing was, I'm like walking around, right, and I'm still managing all day. I'm running into, all right, so I have many boyfriends, I'm going to call it. They're widows, or they're just, and they'll come hear me sing at like, local venues. And I don't know how, but I take them on. And like and I give them huggies, and they give me a kiss on the cheek, and I give them a kiss on the cheek, and I've got pictures. And I walk up, and one of them's up there, and he's like, you did this? Oh, I'm so proud of you. And I was like, oh my God. And I gave him a big hug, and then I like walk a little further, and then there's Tasteless Jack, and I'm like, oh my God. And then all of a sudden, Seth's up on the balcony doing the national anthem, and everybody stops.
Yes.
Stops.
What
like
awesome
we didn't
moment.
expect that.
No.
You see all these people just stop, and they're like, where's it coming from? And then there he is. Boom, boom. And we asked him to do that last minute. So I was giggling. I was like,
no way.
Can you pull this out of your ass? And he's like, yes. And he did. Whatever. I couldn't. And so I walk a little further, and I'm telling you, the car show, I go when I hand out the prizes. The woman comes out of the car, and she's bawling. My significant other, her husband had passed away 5 years before. They put the car to rest. She goes, I couldn't do it. I had to pull the car out. This is the first contest we entered into. I feel like my husband was here. And she's like, and me and Cassie and Yvonne are like, oh my God.
Seriously.
So we're bawling. She's like, I can't believe I won. And I'm like, So we walk over to the second person who won a different prize. There was no like first, second, third. It was separate entities, because we didn't want like that competitive edge. And this guy, I guess he had been retired, and he didn't have many friends anymore. They drifted away. So he it was art. He built the car up from scratch all the way up himself and his wife. And he's quiet. He's just like, I'm so happy. But his wife's like, no, you don't understand.
Yeah, right.
And she's telling us, and I'm like, what? So we start bawling, and she's like, this is like his life. He's got nothing right now, and this was something, and the fact that he just entered and actually got recognized for it. And I'm like, this is so much bigger.
Wow.
This is so much bigger. I'm like, are you kidding me? Every single time I moved to somewhere else, or I went to a different part of the stage, or Frank goes over there, and I'm like, what? And you see all of the crew hanging out, supporting each other in the same place, able to see each other.
This thing that you created is touching somebody in some way, shape, or form.
Single.
And
Girl.
You brought it to the masses.
I couldn't even fathom. And this is what Seth did. This is what I saw. I couldn't comprehend quite to this degree. And I'm literally still processing everything. So I hop on stage, okay? I've got my bandmates. We're gonna do a couple songs to hype up the crowd, and we
Yeah.
do. And I stop and I look, and I've got the art wall, right, where the painters and all of them and the photographers put their stuff up.
Yeah.
But it's really funny because I never thought this, and I'm going to be stereotyping because this is what I observed. So for
Yeah.
lack of definition, I've got these introverts in hoodies
Oh yeah.
in the summer, which I used to be.
Right.
It was hot as balls that
right.
day.
It was hot.
Hoodies, introverts, hoods on the other side of the wall in a cave,
Yep.
all with themselves watching the festival. You got the extroverted, like, whoa, but you've got all these artists
Yeah.
who are timid, who I used to be,
Mm-hmm.
with people on the other side of the wall, almost in like a safety net.
Yeah.
And I knew, I was like, oh my God, that was me. I'm like, and I go on Facebook and I screenshot this. I screenshot it. The girl, one of the girls that was like, this was my favorite part. And it was the art wall. And she posted it all. And it's because she met people that were other artists at a freaking rock festival that they might not necessarily have gone to, but they had a place to hide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had a place to
They have their own
shine.
little safe place.
Their safe place. And I
that
was
they
like,
can enjoy.
holy
Oh.
shit. And so that's what I saw from my stage. And then I had
Yeah.
like the little girl who's like, oh, and I was like,
Oh, that was so. I remember that.
little girl.
Yeah.
I came down off the stage and I didn't know if it would, my mic kind of messed up a little because I was a little too distant. But
Oh,
how
yeah.
could you not? She's like calling me and I'm like, I'm coming down.
Yeah.
And it's like a little lady and she's like, oh, and I was like, oh my God.
Oh my God. That whole day was full of such incredible moments.
I don't think I could have had
Yeah.
more emotion in one day because
Right.
observing, I'm
Right.
an observer.
Right.
It's hard for me. Every single turn, I was like,
Right.
Right.
are you kidding?
Wow.
Are you
Yeah.
kidding me? I just, sorry.
Yeah. Even in my part of it, you know, I covered it with the photography, but at one moment I was in the small stage area behind Franco and Derek, and I'm just surrounded by, you know, who I consider just to be friends. But these friends were like all the musicians that were performing. And it was so unexpected. But it was a surreal moment for me. I'm like, how do I deserve to know all these wonderful musicians? You know, and yeah, you could definitely get a sense of the community out there.
Yeah. So like everybody felt like rock stars. I was literally walking around and like, can I have a picture taken? Did you see Chris? I was like, yeah, I could see him.
Oh my God.
I didn't have time to actually talk to them, but
Yeah.
they felt so special.
Well, it was awesome. I mean, the fact that the camera died, I said, well, the show has to go back on, and I did. I grabbed the other camera, and you know, it's a whole different camera. It's like my cheapo camera, but the pictures still came out great, and it really captured a lot of the moments, the terrific moments with the bands, and it was a great day. You know,
Incredible.
I think it was like 14 hours for me. It felt like
That was insane.
3.
It was insane.
And it
Yeah.
was really hot that
yeah.
day.
Oh my
Oh,
God. We
yeah.
didn't expect it. We thought maybe a clouded cover. We did not expect sunshine.
Full sun, yeah.
That's right. Yeah, they were talking like
Sunshine. Yeah.
early in the week. They're like, it's gonna be rain. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we held it. It was very, I don't know, like meant to be.
It was meant to be.
We just felt it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Felt it. Everybody felt it.
Yeah, and it's awesome when you put together those kind of shows, and because you know you're doing it for the music, but it's like you said, you don't realize how many people it affects, and it's just all intertwined, and it's beautiful, and that's what music's about, you know. Yeah.
Speaking of intertwined,
Yeah. So
with this whole story,
right. So while we're on the subject, because again, one of the
meow.
meow. Yeah. So we had you guys had Seth and his band perform there, but not only that, you've managed to kidnap Seth on your way here to the studio.
Yeah, you had Seth
I
and his
kidnapped
band at your festival, and I just happened to have Seth here on my birthday. You know?
Yeah.
This
What
was,
was your,
this was my Captain Jack Sparrow stripper grin.
Seth is
I can't even say that with a straight face.
Seth is the birthday present.
He is.
That's what I said when I
He
walked
is such a
in.
gift. I love him.
He is. He
Knocking
really is.
shit over. I'm so excited.
And
Sexy Seth.
sexy Seth. Meow, meow.
Brown chicken,
Sexy
black cow.
Seth Sparrow.
Black chicken, brown cow.
But I heard you guys want to do a little collaboration here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to hear a little collaboration
It's a,
here.
I like to
it's
hear
a
a little-
present for Nikki.
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
It's a present. You're welcome.
No pressure.
No pressure. So, Seth, this is my guitar. Feel free to acclimate.
I'm going to have to do some...
I have a weird classical with nylon strings and...
You can figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna go for it.
Yeah, let's just go for it.
Raw dog that
This is
shit.
for you, Nikki.
Rock dog.
Every time that I look in the mirror, all these lines on my face getting clearer. The past is gone. It went back like dust to dawn. Isn't that the way? Everybody's got the dues in life to pay. Well, I know nobody knows where it comes and where it goes. I know everybody said you got to lose to learn how to win.
Have my lives in books, written pages. Live and learn from fools and from sages. You know it's true. Oh, in other things, they come back to you. Sing it with me, sing for the year, sing for the laughter, sing it for the year. Sing it with me just for today. Maybe tomorrow the good Lord will take you away.
like, Steven Tyler, eat your heart out, brother.
Wow, blown
I
away.
said eat the rich.
The biggest problem was I had no idea where your octave
I was gonna
I was
say
like, wait a
the
minute.
guitar. I'm like, oh, he doesn't have all.
Yeah.
My frets don't go as far
I was like, wait, where
as
is
his
it?
frets, so he can't actually go all the way
Well, I
up
was just
the
like,
thing.
where is it? I can't.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry
it's
about
great.
that.
I love
know
the
you're-
challenge, but I was like, oh crap.
I can't make frets.
I have
know
a
where the
weird
octave is
guitar.
here.
I as I try to give a disclaimer,
That was
like the
great.
guitar's
I
gonna
was
be
like,
weird for you.
Me
You're like,
so
"Yeah, fuck
stupid. I'm
it."
like, yeah, I'm fine. Yeah.
But
No, I have an
no
extra weird
questions.
guitar.
but
No
fret
questions at all.
Yeah,
but
you know.
fret not.
Ah.
Oh goodness.
Wow, guys.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Who knew? In high school, we were both, what the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm totally outing her. She, everyone knew she could sing. Because we would like listen if she was like
Yeah.
singing to herself. We're like, oh, she's got a good voice.
Mm.
Like, yeah, it was no secret. She thought it was a secret, but we were all like, if anyone was talking about it, we'd be like, Amanda could sing.
Oh yeah.
She'd be like,
I saw it.
yeah, and I
Oh,
I have
yeah.
to say, I was fighting with her this whole time, being like, I don't want to do anything on this podcast. It's yours. It's your
for
feature.
Nikki.
Yeah, I know. So she was between the two of them, but I was like, no, this is about Amanda, and I can't say enough about the things that you've done for music in the local area, like with your music, as
You
well
too.
as, hold on. You've said enough about me. It's my turn.
Yeah.
As well as all of the incredible things that she's done to lift up other performers and venues
Definitely.
and everything. So yeah, I'm giving it back to her. She deserves all the praise as well. So.
And we couldn't agree more with you, Seth. We're big fans of you, Amanda,
Definitely.
and everything that you do.
Okay.
Oh,
Back to you.
Thank you guys.
yeah.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Nikki. Guys, again, thank you so much, Amanda. I just love everything you're doing. It's such a. I want to spend more time, but no, I really do just appreciate you coming here. That last song was such a. I mean, all of it is such an awesome.
For what it's worth, the first concert I ever went to when I was little was Aerosmith.
Yeah.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Aerosmith and Kiss at the
We
Fleet
have
Center.
been so synchronized
Yeah, oh
this
yeah.
whole entire time.
Serious.
You guys don't know what was going on behind the scenes, but we were all in tune. Every single one of us
Yeah.
here today was so energetically in tune, and whatever you want to define it and call it.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. We all have superpowers.
Speaking of superpowers,
Yeah. Speaking
Okay.
of superpowers.
are we going to do a superpower move?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna put this down.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
See.
All right.
Okay. Hold on.
Okay.
We gotta try this science experiment.
Okay.
Now, I'm just going to put a little warning out there, people, in case for those of you who have earbuds in your ears right now,
Okay.
you might want to turn it down a little.
Well, no, but I need more.
Oh no!
I didn't
You
do
didn't-
enough.
Yeah.
no.
Oh.
I know. I didn't get I don't have enough helium because we used the tank to fill up the ball sack.
We did.
But we went.
Well, it also sounds like my balls haven't dropped yet either.
Oh.
Oh, she's higher than she's.
Right.
Yes, girl. Yes.
And now,
If you can hit it like that.
okay.
If you can hit those notes, because I can hear her not on the mic, I can hear her
Yeah.
real notes, then you can hit those with the singing.
Bullshit.
Not bullshit. Every single person, if you can do it
Yeah.
humming, ready? If you go, then you can
Yeah.
project that out because you're capable of hitting the note, and now you can do it in any way. Dead serious. I'm a teacher of vocals.
Oh, yeah.
I got you. You got range.
And I just want to put a disclaimer out there.
Oh man.
For any of you guys,
No way.
Yes, freaking way.
No way.
Yes,
I
freaking way.
can't sing. Shut up.
for any of you guys that were listening to the podcast on your car and your windshield just blew out, we are not responsible
Yeah, that's the disclaimer right there.
You're gonna
Just
have to go to Jake Farm.
Yeah, I got to go to Jake's farm because state pants are there. What?
State Pants.
State pants.
Jake Pants, Jake Farm. Come up with a jingle. We need to do like a poster of him now.
Yes.
He'll be like, "What the hell?" And then
That's what
he'll
you
do
get for going to
his
a gig.
contagious laugh.
Just a farm of Jakes. A field of Jakes. If you build it, they'll come. Ooh.
He's my favorite laugh. Oh,
Sorry.
sugar.
Oh no, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
Again, awesome. Thank you so much. I mean, we've had so much tremendous fun. And so for anybody that wants to we're taking souvenirs. For anybody that wants to find your music and listen to you, where do they go?
Every platform.
Okay.
Every music platform I'm on. You're gonna get genres kind of across the board. It was my educational figuring out how to produce songs.
Yeah.
I don't know. So you're gonna get a little bit of like weird shit. It's
Oh,
good. Yeah.
You mean
I know your TikTok is fun.
Oh my
yes.
You guys see
Yes. Yes.
I am super weird. And I amuse myself.
Weirdos
by-
of a feather flock together.
Yeah.
Hours alone. Yeah.
Aw.
Guys.
Well, again, thank you so much. This has been so much fun. I'm really trying to cut it off early because we got cake.
We're gonna eat cake.
We got cake.
We got cake.
It's purple cow cake.
Ooh.
That's
Wait,
why,
what?
Yeah, that's why I'm wearing purple.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm coordinating.
So to be fair, I got a text like a week ago from Chris saying, if you were to eat cake for an occasion that wasn't a birthday, what flavor would you like? And he sent me a whole list,
It was a big
of
list.
cake flavors. And I should have put 2 and 2 together when you walked in with some weird object under a coat and you're wearing a purple shirt.
Yes. Purple cow meow. Yeah.
So on that note, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the Musical Chairs in Massachusetts. Thank you guys so much for coming
Yes.
and celebrating my birthday with me.
Aw.
And on that note, I'm eating cake. Peace out, y'all.
Bye.
Oh my